Feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more.
Welcome to another Feed Me More Nutrition Sunday Live. I am the big guy Ryback. Thank you for joining me. We're on Instagram, the big guy Ryback 22, and TikTok. Thank you guys as always. And Ryback TV on YouTube, Ryback Rules on Twitch, and we're on Facebook at Ryback Reeves today. Welcome. Just got done with a big training session. Good old ISO Hungry caramel cookie plant protein shake and two plant-based hot dogs on a couple of wheat. What are they? I don't know. There's some sort of wheat bun deal. And having my last coffee of the day. Take the dogs out for a quick little walk after this. Great training session. A lot of scar tissue work today as well. And a lot of Feed Me More Nutrition work in the morning. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. How's everybody doing? Not all at once. We're doing a flash sale tonight, guys. Massive flash sale till midnight Pacific, ladies and gentlemen. Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com. It's in the title over here. Save 30% until midnight with discount code YouTube30. Discount code YouTube30 on feedmemore.com. 30% off until midnight Pacific. It's in the title on this. I'll remind you guys a couple times during the video. Are you ever going to get back in the ring, man? Are you ever going to stop asking? When I'm ready, I'm ready. And if you can't understand that, man, I just don't care anymore. I never have cared. I care about my health and doing what's best for me. And I love all the great support out there. But anybody that is trying to rush anything, I just have no respect for, because you have no idea what has gone on and the severity of what has been overcome. So, and the work that goes in every day. So just stop asking. That would be my best suggestion for you. I do 4 meals a day. I don't know, Chuck, when the scar tissue, you guys, this has never been done before. I don't know. Every day it's a lot. Where I'm in a very good position right now. I have a lot of work I have to continue to do. So there's no answer to that. Good to see all of you guys. Talk a little health, fitness, supplementation. See what we got going on tonight. On your third bag of kale. Good job, Tim. That's a lot of kale. A lot of kale. Thank you guys very much. Happy birthday today, Mikey. Mikey Hurley. Meg. Hello, Megan. Black coffee. This is made at home. Just a regular Starbucks K-cup. I actually, though, today at Starbucks, I've done this once before. My Challenger, the way that it's lower and the Starbucks window is up, I have to be, when I grab my coffee, I have to be cautious of coming into the comeback into the car. Like my truck, I don't got to worry because I'm sitting above. But in my car, I've done this once before, and where I've spilled scalding hot coffee all over my arm and in my car, because as I'm coming back in, the lid hits the top of the window and just goes everywhere. And it happened again today. Luckily today, it was only maybe it wasn't a ton of coffee, but it was enough. It went all over my hands. It was like burning hot. Because I always do 2 ice cubes, but it's still hot. And today it was really hot. And I don't know if they put the damn ice cubes in, but the guy was like terrified. He thought I was going to be mad at him. I go, no, it's my fault, man. I go, I've done this once before. It's stupid. I love grabbing the coffee, and I always instantly go for a quick sip on it. I sometimes I go back and forth with the vehicles. So sometimes, like if I'm driving, I drove the truck yesterday. Like I got the truck in my head. It's like I got to remember that I got to come in at a lower trajectory with the coffee. I just do one big workout a day with everything. Today I did chest, burpees, and then 40 minutes on the elliptical. What's going on, guys? I'm not Muslim. Good to see all of you guys. What are my thoughts on the vaccine? I think if people want to get the vaccine and they feel they need the vaccine, I am 100% supportive of people getting the vaccine. If that means that whatever that gets people back to normal, but I think people that don't want to get the vaccine, I understand and I support them as well. And I think our health is something that we just take care of ourselves and go about our business and get back to normal. I don't think things should have ever been handled the way they were handled to begin with. So, there's a lot of things that can cause people to have low energy. Definitely, heat exhaustion is a real thing. Um, but I tend to find that if the food is on point and you're getting a lot of micronutrients and electrolytes, I'm trying to think of some. There's been a couple times. I think as long as like you're getting all your micronutrients and like you have plenty of iron in your diet and you're using it, your B12, things of that nature, multivitamin. You shouldn't be overly tired. But again, artificial sweeteners will wreak havoc on people's energy levels. It's the one thing people are oblivious to. We're meant to feel good like the majority of the time. And I think sometimes people get like used to like we shouldn't wake up and feel tired. And I don't. I wake up and I don't set an alarm anymore. I woke up today 5:30. I went back to bed for an hour today because I went to bed a little bit later. I wanted to try to get 7 on that. But I woke up and I was like wide awake. I was like, and I went and pissed and went back to sleep. But like I used to wake up and be groggy and like just hit the alarm over and over again. This was when I was in my 20s and I was consuming all these artificial sweeteners and the diet. And I think too, going vegan, energy levels like just all-time highs. So, but there's different things that can affect energy for sure. Thank you, Reese. Uh, no, I think the golden beets and the regular beets. If they have both at the store, I'll get both usually. This week I just got red beets, and then there's some weeks where I take in both. I think from what I saw, they're pretty identical. I just like the name golden beets, though. In my head, golden beets are better. There's no scientific evidence that I could provide other than in my head. I feel like because the word golden is higher than the word red to me, but I combine them still. Ryback psychology. Hello, guys. The podcast is going to be Ryback Show is going to be moving to Station Head, the radio app. It's free to download that, and if you just add me at Ryback, they're probably going to contact me tomorrow from our last call last week on getting the final pieces set up where I'll be able to stream through everything and take calls and live. Actually, would be able to have music on the show as well. But since I want to broadcast on YouTube, there's Facebook too. The different apps have restrictions on the music, unfortunately. But all right. Thank you, Mohan, for playing. You got a little bit of attention, bud, and I hope you have a good day. I'm sure I'll see you back here in a second. Don't worry, he's gone. Yeah, peanuts. I'm a big fan of pistachios, Brazil nuts, and cashews and almonds and mixing them, but 2 servings of pistachios every day. I got the barbecue pistachios. Walgreens has barbecue pistachios. I go in there and just buy bags of those once a week. The flavoring on the seasoning on them reminds me of the barbecue corn nuts when I was a kid. And I'm pretty sure they still make them, but I only used to eat them as a kid. I used to go to 7-Eleven. I used to get the barbecue corn nuts. And when I was in school, I believe J.T. McWilliams Elementary School, I was a big hot fries and cheddar fries kid, and in barbecue corn nuts. Those were my deal. Thank you very much, guys. No, I do not eat Gorilla Glue like the woman that put it in her hair. That was a teacher too. I'm in favor of setting rules and restrictions on human reproduction moving forward. I honestly believe we need some things in place. It's only the most important thing in the world. And we allow anyone, and usually it's the wrong ones that are doing it the most. We are living in idiocracy and scary times, I believe, that are going to get worse. And there's a lot of amazing things, but we need some rules in place. Ryback joined MMA, you could win the title. I think I'm going to continue to run my business and get my shoulder right. I've just kind of had 19 stem cell procedures to overcome needing a 5-disc fusion and right shoulder replacement. So hey, let me kind of just keep doing my thing. I kind of know what I'm doing. Pretty damn happy. And I'm going to, come back and kick ass and I think be in a very, very prominent position, moving forward in life. So let me just kind of keep doing my thing. No, I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm not I'm not a big sports fan in general. I think it's great. I think it's entertainment. I might try to put on the hockey game tomorrow. I haven't watched anything like the Golden Knights are in the playoffs and I'm oblivious to it. I'm busy living my life. I think sports and entertainment are great, but I think a lot of people get too obsessed with too many things that are not their own lives. And I think in this day and age, we all need to be hustling to get ourselves in a good position because the way the world is going, there's going to be a lot of changes. So I just don't, man. I actually went to my guy I see, Dr. Sean here in Vegas that works on my shoulder. I got to see him actually here this week coming up. And when I was in there, a guy for the Raiders, one of the players was in there, saw him. He sees everybody. I had no idea who he was. Couldn't tell you. No clue. I'm just out of the loop. Not I hope they do well. I think it'd be badass to go see a game, but I'm not. I'm doing my thing. I've always been like that. This isn't like I've never been to a concert. I'd rather just watch something on TV. I don't like being around large groups of people. I could perform all day long, but I always used to go to the shows and get the fuck out of there. As soon as I could, if I wasn't watching the show. I just don't like being around groups of people for too long too. I just kind of I just control my environment, man. And I don't like it. Ryback, can you talk about dirty bulking? Does it work? It works for putting on weight and body fat and making yourself unhealthier. I think dirty bulking became popular from people, bodybuilders that were abusing steroids, that were able to eat far worse than they would have been able to if they were not on steroids, thus putting on better weight as far as from a muscle standpoint with that, even though, and then their body fat is minimized. But it's so unhealthy and it's so much better to not get in bad habits with your food. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it at all. I think the better quality your food, and because you're doing things to yourself that one, for your long-term health is not beneficial, and two, creating bad habits in foods, with insulin resistance and things like that, that could be dangerous. So I'm just a big. I've always been health and fitness to me, and I've obviously evolved my thoughts on diet and things as I've gone on over the years and tried different things. But I've always tried to be as healthy, or what I perceive to be as healthy as humanly possible. And like now, I can tell you, being vegan, I wish my parents were smart enough when I was younger and educated enough, which is not their fault. Nobody that this was something that was implemented in me from birth, from a young age. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and it's never too late. And now I believe my best years are ahead of me, but it's, not a fan of the dirty bulking. How do you prevent stretch marks? Vitamin E and coconut oil and shea butter, I believe, like a combination would probably be pretty solid. I know I talked to someone that was telling me about that, and that was working. Dry fasting is actually, and water fasting can be good for helping with stretch marks as well. It helps your skin repair. Look into that too. Vegan versus vegetarian. Vegans, no meat, no dairy, anything like that. Vegetarian is you still consume dairy and cheese, like things like that. I actually got to order some more an MCT coconut oil. Coconut oil is fantastic for the thyroid. Good to see everybody. Chicago, what's going on, guys? Thank you for joining me on Instagram. No, I'm vegan. Mi español un poco. Muy mal, muy mal. El hombre grande alimentarme más. Hola, señorita bonita. Ay, caramba. I know the essentials. Thank you very much, Ivan. Good to see you guys. Where's Ricky Scurvy been? We need Ricky back in this to mod this chat sometimes. Yeah, so coconut oil, and I speak from experience on this. So there's nobody that could argue this. And I had to do blood work when I was this was before I debuted as Ryback, actually. After I hurt my ankle, bro had the ankle injury. I had been taking over-the-counter fat burners for quite some time. And there were some of them that were really, really bad for your thyroid. And when I'd stopped, I remember I got really sluggish and I went and got blood work, and my thyroid was right low normal, borderline, like, and they wanted to put me on thyroid medication. I go, no, 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 no. And I looked, and I remember I saw coconut oil, and I started looking at some stuff, and they were articles, and I go, well, I have nothing to lose. And I did it for, I believe, 3 months. And I didn't even do the oil. I would take the actual, go to the store and buy like the where you got to scoop it out of the jar. And I was eating it like that. Then I'd sometimes microwave it to get it more of a liquid thing. But if I was in a hurry, I was like, the hell with it. And I was doing 2 or 3 tablespoons a day. My thyroid was high normal ever since that. I've always like kind of stayed on an MCT coconut oil since. My thyroid always comes back high normal. So it definitely it helped me. And I've seen people that say they were on thyroid medication that switched, and not saying it could fix everything, but it's worth a shot, I feel like. I'm a fan of flax seeds, organic ground flax seeds. I put 2 tablespoons on my morning performance meal every morning. No, protein bars are not better than protein shakes. Not at all. I haven't always been compared to Goldberg. I think the people that do that are such a small minority. I have massive love, and I'm known worldwide. I think a lot of it's just like not even the comparisons aren't even close outside of the bald head and traps sort of deal. And there's a lot, and I've really enjoyed him when I was younger, but I was never once was anything ever intended to replicate. Not once. And that's not being until I was always just my own person. And I'm sure from years of watching and different people influential on different things. But if you haven't noticed, I'm not like a lot of other guys. I feel like I'm a very well-rounded personality, and with humor and being serious and inspiration and entertainment. So where sometimes I feel like guys are afraid of doing that, I'm just myself. So I don't know if you can compare me to too many. Justin, what's up, my man? Man of Steel. I almost said my man of steel. What's up, my man of steel? Guys, the ASMR stuff was all just to get people to find the channel. I love all 3 of the Wake Up Unlimited Energy. I'm doing the mango candy right now. When I'm done with that, I'll probably go to a green apple and then go back to pink lemonade. I tend to do pink lemonade more than the other 2, where I'll do like a tub or 2 and then do a tub of one and tub of another, or a tub of one and go back to the pink lemonade. I love them all. I mean, I've approved them all. They're my flavors. So it's like, it just depends. I think everyone, has a different taste preference. The P.O. box, Justin, should be, I would type in one of the fan mail shell shock videos. It should be in the description on those. It's definitely, if it's not in one, it'll be in another. Good to see all of you guys. Thank you. Thank you. How much for your sweaty undies? Oh, man. What foods give you the most energy? Consuming as much vegetables and select fruits. Like this morning with my performance meal in the morning, I did 1 banana. I did about a serving and a half of mixed berries. I did a little bit of watermelon, and then I did 3 ounces of pomegranate juice. That's always a very good little energy burst right there. Man, the native Justin Hall, great suggestion on that deodorant. If you guys want a natural deodorant without the aluminum, native deodorant, I'm telling you, what a game changer. Of all the years, I hope to get a spot. I want to be doing commercials for them. I want to be doing a commercial for Ruffles as the chip guy when I'm back wrestling. I want to be the Beyond Meat guy. I want to be on so many commercials that all my haters just want to rip their hair out. Kind of like what John Cena does, like just all these random commercials, even if it's just his voice. I hope I'm just a voiceover guy, do some cartoons so they're kids and they got to hear me the whole movie. Oh, I would just take them just to piss people off. I would go ultra low on my payoff too. I'd be like, the sole intention of it would be just to piss off my haters. Yeah, no milk, dude. Get off the dairy. I'm telling you, stop it. You're not helping anybody. You're not helping yourself. You're certainly not helping the animals. Go switch. We have plenty of nut milks out there that are cashews, almond milk. There's soy milk. There's like 10 of them. I don't even know who that dude is, dude. Lane, I honestly have no idea. I always liked Cena's dad. Cena's dad always treated me awesome. Saw them at a gas station randomly once. We did a show, and then it was his mom and dad. They were pumping gas at the gas station I was, and we had a nice friendly little conversation. They were always really nice to me. Yes, tofu is vegan. Yeah, Matt Stoney. I don't think I would. I'm pretty confident in saying I cannot beat Matt Stoney in eating, and I don't know if anybody can. I'm sure there's a few of those food guys. That guy is one. He's not a large guy either, and I don't know. I don't know if he digests that stuff. But even if he doesn't digest the stuff, just to be able to put all that stuff down, that guy, man. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do that. It's just so unhealthy too. And he's smaller and maybe he has, I don't know. I tried some of those food things. And I've done some impressive things. That's like a whole other, that's his job, man. The dude's that he's a professional. That to me, the work that goes into it's like if you're a pro dart player, people might think well, he's a dart player, but the work that it takes to be like an elite level anything is a lot. That guy's an elite eater. And it takes conditioning yourself, and you see these people, and you can raise your threshold. I think I have a very good base to do well in that if I was going to devote my life to it. But even then, I don't know if I could ever do remotely what he does. He does insane things. Good to see all of you. Thank you, guys. I'm your childhood. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I'll be your teenage years as well. I did eat a large fry in about 30 seconds. I'm not horrible at the stuff, guys. It's just, I'm actually probably somewhat decent, but it's still, those guys, it would be fun. It would be a fun video if maybe it wasn't a large amount of food. If we just had to eat off with like a meal to see who could finish the meal first, I would still put all my money that he would beat me in a pretty good amount of time. But I think I would do decent still. Would probably get a lot of views. It would have to be a vegan meal though. Yes, I've seen the meme of me eating Ruffles. I do that stuff for stuff to take off, guys. This is business marketing 101. That Ruffles video is my #1 video growing right now. And it's going to go into the millions, I have no doubt. I hope that video gets me a deal with Ruffles. And the people that whatever people are trying to do that in a negative way, there's nothing negative about that video at all for me. It has helped me more on some of the things. It gets me so many sales on the supplements too from people that find me that are interested. It's all a beautiful thing. I read that Raul Hashes, do you have fisting days? And I was really pissed off for a second. Yes, I do a 24-hour fast once a week. Part of that is dry and then mixed in with water. I've had a couple vegan ice creams that are the Ben and Jerry's has some. I mean, they taste just like regular ice cream. When I was younger, though, mint chocolate chip and Rocky Road. Yes, some people only do know me for the Ruffles video. A security guy actually at a housing complex. I had to go drop off a bag to a friend, and as I was leaving, the security guy had to let me out, and he goes, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you the chips guy?" And I go, "I am." And his face lit up. I thought. If you would have asked me what he was going to ask me, that was the first guy that ever had done that for me. I would have said, I would have put everything I own, or he was going to say, "Are you Ryback?" Because that's typically every time what it is. If they ask you a question, it's yes. I usually just answer yes, I'm Ryback. And he goes, "Are you the chips guy?" And I go, "Wow, guy didn't know me as a wrestler." It kind of felt nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So I would love for that. I want that video to be a commercial on TV with Ruffles. That's what I'm hoping for their vegan friendly chips. Good to see all of you guys. Yeah, the crypto thing going on. I used to I'd be pretty decently involved, um, and it was more for it was on that first wave, and I actually made a bit of money. Then I lost a bit of money, where I made a bit of money and cashed out, and then I went back in and I think I did all right again. And then eventually, I was part of that first crash where I lost a bit, and I don't understand it. I don't. And I've tried to kind of. I'm just too busy. I'm a stock guy. I like, and I'm a long term investor. Look at balance sheets, look at the numbers, look at companies. I feel most confident doing that. I've taken a ton of stock courses. I'm not a fan of short selling. I think it's a great thing for people to make money, and I think it could be beneficial if you could ride a stock up and down. But I think if you at your specific job, it's different than with what I'm doing. I don't have the time to monitor things and watch things, and I think also with some of the stocks that I'm in, reading charts doesn't apply to them as much, especially in the weed stocks, because it's a lot of uncharted territories, uncharted waters with a lot of that stuff. So it's the crypto, though. I'm not involved in any of this. I think it goes up, it goes down. I definitely think there's with like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin, but there's so many coins and there's no rules and regulations. I feel like, and I think too, stuff it's 24 hours a day. You know, you could go to sleep and wake up and essentially be wiped out. Realistically, it could happen. Not saying, I mean, what are the odds? It would be, but that stuff drops, and I've seen it and been a part of it where you're just like, what the hell? So I think you can make a lot of money in it, but it's something that I'm not as comfortable in because I don't fully understand it. And so for that reason alone, I've decided to not be a part of it. Good to see all of you. Right from I love Mexican food. Vegan Mexican food rocks. Chips and salsa, man. Ideal date, me, beautiful, smart, intelligent woman, chips and salsa, maybe some alcohol. I'm happy, man. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think I don't. Here's going to be the happy medium to your answer on crypto, and we've already got it set up. I just haven't added it to the website. I'm debating because I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with everything going on right now with this latest thing. We were going to add crypto as a payment form for Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com. Maybe leave that in the comments on the YouTube video if you would be interested in that as an option. We haven't integrated it yet. I got everything, the account set up, ready to go. I have my crypto account, everything with all that. We just haven't implemented it because I'm kind of waiting to see with that, because one of the things I was going to do was that money that we make from the crypto on the nutrition, just leave that in there. I'm not going to cash it out. And I'm waiting to see, though, if it comes down, because it crashed hard last time, guys, and it dropped a lot. So that's where I'm kind of waiting to see where it levels off at here. And then we'll probably integrate it. And then I'll let that be my crypto account where, you know, because I don't think the majority of people aren't going to pay with it. But the people that do, that will become my crypto. And I won't be as attached to it maybe because I don't see it. So that's probably going to be the play. But I'm done putting my money, like my own, into it. Good to see everybody. Thank you, guys. Again, you guys were doing a 30% off YouTube flash sale, 30% off until midnight Pacific tonight. Take advantage of this with discount code YouTube30 on feedmemore.com. Also, it's the last day of the Feed Me More Nutrition ISO Hungry Fruity Cereal Protein. If you're a fan of the fruity cereal grass-fed whey, once that's out of stock, it's gone, guys. You can get 50% off with the discount code Fruity50. The only requirement on that one is you got to buy 2 of them, but there's no limit after that. If you want to buy 10, 20, 30, if you just want to buy 2, if you want to buy 3, but you just got to buy 2 to cash in on the discount on that for discount Fruity 50 for that as well. Guys, I'm not retiring. I've not retired. It would have been a great play to make money. I could have done a big retirement sale for Feed Me More Nutrition, which isn't a horrible idea, actually. That's actually a brilliant idea. That would make the poll get more engagement. People would think I'm retiring, so they're going to vote retire even more than they would have, which I would provoke, obviously, like I've been doing. And then run the sale along with it. Retire 30% off. I like the way you're thinking, my man. That might be next week's deal. Maybe the final day of the month, because I always like to have a huge day the last day of the month. The super chats are starting. Here we go. To feed me more of those super chats. We got the badges on over on Instagram as well. Just making money on all the platforms. Brother, that beehive has a lot of bees in it still to shake. I just looked, by the way, my account, because I used to have 5,000 people blocked many years ago. And I let them all out because I was off of Twitter for a bit using an app for like a couple of years. I didn't want to deal with it. But then I go, man, why'd I do that? That was dumb. Now I've got about 8,000 people blocked and 7,000 people on mute. So roughly 15,000 accounts in jail, but 8,000 blocked, which isn't in the grand scheme of things. There's almost 8 billion people on the planet. I only have 8,000 people blocked on the shittiest platform of them all, which is and I loathe Twitter. I want them to be great if they would just show my stuff. I look at people that are like have no TV experience that have like 15,000 followers, get thousands of likes. I go, how can I have nearly 1.5 million, which hasn't grown in 5 years, and nothing takes off, but it takes off on other platforms? Oh yeah, I know why. Thank you very much, Chalino Felix, for the $2. That gets me $2. I need $2.98 for a large Starbucks coffee. $3.28 if I'm going to the Craig location. They $3.23. They charge more on that one, and the one by the Strip. The one by the Strip charges $3.23 as well. Those bastards for a damn cup of black coffee with 2 ice cubes. I honestly believe the people that hate me, I feel like a large portion of them actually love me. I think there's a portion of them that are mad from the creative that loved me more than anything, and they blame me for the way things worked out, even though I'm just a physical actor. I'm just going out there playing the roles that are asked of me and going out and producing greatness, whatever my role is. And I think all wrestlers should be looked at and celebrated as physical actors with that, because that's exactly what it is. But I think some people hold on to that pretty tight, and then others, I think, just read lies, and then they're like, they're just, if you look at their accounts, it's always the same thing. They're just hating on people. There's like a post just like bashing person after person. I'm just like, okay, block, block, block. Good to see all of you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. The Skip Sheffield character was the most fun for me in developmental because I could do anything, which is what I think is going to be the Ryback character coming back. I think is going to be more, not Skip Sheffield in a way, but me, the personality that you see on social media. I think you're going to see a much better Ryback, I think, on that end. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just not talk. I'll pull a Sting for a year. But then I'll do all my podcast and social media stuff talking, but on TV I won't. Dan Snickles, thank you very much. Get some coffee on me. Enjoy. Thank you very much, Dan. I could order one of those like crazy drinks, like those orders we see on online that are like with 5 bananas and extra like 10 pumps of this, 10 pumps of that. I should do that for a video. And then instantly go check myself in to the hospital for the coma that I'm going to be in. I think all cowboy gimmicks are garbage, but I feel like all the greats have been a cowboy at some point. I think it's a good. I don't regret it at all. Everything worked out beautifully. And for me, development-wise, Skip Sheffield was a very positive thing. I'm actually really happy Dusty Rhodes pushed me creatively. And again, he was told from The Office for the Ryback character at the time that was Terminator based because Undertaker thought it was too gimmicky, which it doesn't bother me on that. But it's ironic that a guy playing a dead guy thought a Terminator gimmick was too gimmicky, but I respect it. I was like, okay, I'll just keep going. And then I went back to Ryback the moment I had the chance to do what I wanted. So. Yeah, Zevia's great, man. Dean Moxley's awesome, man. Me and Moxley will always get along great. We're actually kind of similar, I feel like, as far as liking to kind of keep into ourselves at times and whatnot. You get a little Jack Daniels and Dean. He's fun. And I'm going to block you after that just because you asked so many times. Don't worry, I blocked him. The block means nothing to me. I've talked to people, they're like, I don't want to block people because I don't want to lose a follower. I'm like, I don't care. There's 8 billion people. There's plenty of other people that will follow me eventually. Try the pink lemonade or green apple. Those are the other two. I don't. It's all up to your personal taste preference. Everybody's different on that. Yeah, I think it's an amazing thing that pro wrestling is getting fans back. I think this is gonna be the forgotten period, and not for the wrestlers that have gone out there. You got all those men and women, man. Hardest job in the world with no fans. With that, is anything is it's without that adrenaline, but pro wrestling is built on that. So I'm happy for everybody that fans are coming back. Yeah, I've told this story. It was a bowling. It was for tribute to the troops. It was we got to go bowling. It was a completely spontaneous thing. I think we had an appearance at a bowling alley. It was Cena, myself, Santino, Morella, and R-Truth. So if you know the four of us, there's 4 tremendous personalities, I feel, in that group. They shut down the thing, and the people got to stay and watch. It turned into a bowling game with me and was it me and Truth? I think it was me and Truth, or me and Santino versus Truth and Cena. Either way, me and Cena were on opposite teams, and drinking started taking place, and then it turned into each frame like doing shots if you missed or this, and like if you got to strike, the other team had to do shots, and we played multiple games. We were all destroyed, all of us. John was wrecked. I was wrecked. We all were. But the next morning I got up and went and worked out, and I think it was Ted DiBiase. Cena could drink a lot, but there was a lot of drinking going on, and he was supposed to work out with John that morning, from what I was told, and John was knocked out on his bus and didn't go train. I don't know how true that was. That was the story that was told to me, and there was a lot of liquor drank though, but I did go work out that next morning. I'm the big guy. That said, though, John could drink it. I don't know. He might have been drinking before it, so which I wasn't. So there could have been a lot of things I wasn't aware of. John was a moonshine guy too, back in that period. That's some hardcore stuff. So that's not even taking a shot because John could drink. So. Take it easy, guys. Nepal, hello. Good to see all of you guys. Hello, everybody. Jovelin, good to see you. What made me want to become a YouTuber. So I don't consider myself, I am an entrepreneur. I run Feed Me More Nutrition. That is my business. Having a business in this day and age, and I was very against social media in my time in wrestling, and business has completely adjusted and changed everything. You can't have a business and survive without social media and knowing online marketing and everything. And for branding, everything. I am on every platform, about to hit 1 million on TikTok. We're going to get 1 million on here. This is going to be something I do for the rest of my life. It's a way for me to directly communicate with people and to talk to people. And so you get ad revenue with this. This job pays more if I just went and got a job, by the way, if I didn't even have Feed Me More Nutrition, right? So this right here is a valuable tool for ad revenue on that. 2, every platform is a sales funnel for Feed Me More Nutrition that is tied into the marketing and feedmemore.com. So when you see me active on everything is tied into feedmemore.com. That is my business that I have built and stuff. When I do these and sales come in when I'm doing these, when I'm sleeping, whatever I'm doing, I'm taking the dogs for a walk, sales are coming in. This is my way of giving back and helping as well in things, talking about the hungry mindset, nutrition supplementation, answering the questions that you want answered to the best of my ability on that. So you see what I'm saying? So that is everything I do on YouTube. And I try my entertainment and doing hot challenges. I started doing the hot challenges because I wanted people to see how mentally tough I am because of all the things I've overcome. I thought that was a fantastic way to show that. And I did it. And I've done the hottest foods on the planet. So it's a way for people to understand me better than what you just saw, what roles I played, so that when I do go back, you have a better connection with me, and I have a better connection with a lot of you, or some of you, than I did when I was there before. It's a win-win every way around. Also, there's kids that make $25 million a year on YouTube, right? Why in the world would you go whore your time out for somebody? You either work for yourself or you're working on your dream or working on somebody else's dream. It's a quote I heard, and I don't know who said it, but it's the truest thing I've ever heard. Everybody that's wrestling is essentially working for the promoter's dream on business with that. Now you can go do that. And I have my dream that I do, right? My circumstances have changed drastically because I'm in control of my life now with everything that I'm doing, which doesn't mean that even if I go back and do that, though, I'm still working on their dream, but I have my dream as well with that double dipping on that. But as far as talking standard jobs is too, like that's typically what you're doing. You go work at the Amazon factory. You're working on Bezos' dream of going to Mars or wherever the hell he wants to go. Like it's just the way that it is. Brock Lesnar with the super chat. Like, I mean, okay, just for instance, I just made $100 picking my nose. Ryback, who was your favorite wrestler in Nexus? Wade Barrett. Wade is the guy. Thank you very much, Jason. I just tried it. I'm just myself. I really appreciate that. Yeah, my goal right now is to get my shoulder better, guys. Get the shoulder better first. All right, you guys, we're gonna wrap up. We're at 50 minutes. I got to get some stuff done, and yeah, Wade was an incredible guy. Thank you again for watching. Take advantage of our 30% off sale till midnight Pacific tonight with discount code YouTube30. That's in the title. It'll be in the description and the comments as well, guys. And I'll make sure I leave this Instagram video up on IG as well. I appreciate you guys for the love and support. And I will see you next time. Stay hungry, my friends. Feed me more.